This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. In the realm of high-end timepieces, Rolex stands out as one of the most prestigious and desirable brands yet. Obtaining a Rolex in 2024 poses a distinctive obstacle owing to their immense popularity and restricted supply. In this video brought to you by the luxury world, we will provide you with helpful insights and straightforward actions you can take to acquire a Rolex from an authorized dealer. If you still have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to do it now so you can stay updated on our future videos. Take a physical visit to the store. Step 1 involves physically entering the store instead of relying on email or phone communication. Upon entering, refrain from immediately asking for a watch, as this is a common mistake. This staff will assess you from the moment you step in, although it may appear as judgmentally. Therefore, it is crucial to appear pleasant, engage in conversation, smile, and exude warmth and charm. They are evaluating whether you're the type of person they would like to sell a Rolex to. Unfortunately, it is somewhat of a popularity contest. The more they like you, the more inclined they will be to sell you a Rolex. When you visit the authorized dealers, you'll have the opportunity to view and try out various Rolex models, enabling you to make a well-informed choice. Feel free to take your time browsing through the different collections and do not hesitate to ask any questions you might have. This step could suffice as it holds significant importance. Build a rapport with the staff. Building rapport and establishing a strong two-way relationship with the sales staff is crucial when dealing with authorized dealers. While it is important to convey why they should sell you a watch, what we have discovered is that those who excel in this context are often the ones who can genuinely connect and build rapport. Once you have shared your interests and aspirations, take the time to inquire about the sales staff's interests, their passion for watches, or their favorite timepieces. Initiate casual conversation and express your passion for Rolex timepieces. By forming a connection, the staff may remember you and be more inclined to cater to your requirements when a suitable watch becomes accessible. Continuously communicate your preferences consistently across multiple interactions. Engage in open conversations, not just about the watch. Engage in open conversations, find common ground, and explore shared interests. Treat them as you would when making new friends, fostering genuine connections rather than putting them on a pedestal. It is about creating a dynamic where both parties feel comfortable and valued. We have found that those who can master this approach are more likely to be offered the watches they desire. While it may be challenging, especially when we are naturally inclined to talk about ourselves, it is essential to shift the focus onto them as well. If you find it difficult to build relationships or win people over, you can use self-help books or online articles that give tips on how to better make interpersonal relationships. Refrain from mentioning particular watch model. When the staff inevitably asks how they can assist you or if you are looking for anything specific, refrain from mentioning a particular watch. Instead, take the opportunity to share more about yourself. Describe your interests, hobbies, and plans, providing them with insights into your personality. By doing so, you enable them to make a more informed assessment of the type of person you are, which in turn helps them recommend a suitable watch. It is about facilitating them and helping you, so offering information is crucial. This gives them a basis to suggest appropriate watches, without explicitly requesting them. By indirectly conveying your preferences, such as preferring a sporty and durable steel sports Rolex, you equip them to understand your desires. This approach taps into human psychology, fostering a stronger connection between you and the staff, which often leads to more personalized recommendations. This tactic increases their commitment to securing your desired timepiece. Let us say they propose an Explorer 2 and a Submariner, excluding the Day-Date model for now. They will inform you upfront that they do not have the specific watches you have mentioned. This could be true, but often it is a tactic as they might have the watches in stock but prefer not to disclose this information. Alternatively, they might genuinely not know when they will receive new allocations from Rolex. In either case, they will suggest adding your name to a waiting list, implying that they will notify you if the desired watches become available. However, the reality is quite different from what they convey. While they may position it as a structured allocation process with a waiting list, the likelihood of obtaining these watches is exceedingly slim. They are obliged to create an impression of fairness and transparency, but the chances of securing the watches through this method are minimal. Stay engaged with the store. The next step aims to speed up the waiting process for your allocated watch, ensuring you do not simply leave the store and wait indefinitely for a phone call. Instead, it is crucial to stay engaged with the store without coming off as intrusive or overly eager. Rather than directly inquiring about the status of your watch, take the opportunity to build rapport by involving your family and sharing updates about recent holidays or events. Additionally, while it might seem counterintuitive, investing in other watch brands or jewelry from the store can indirectly aid in expediting the process. This is because sales staff often have targets related to non-Rolex items, and by helping them meet these targets, they are more likely to be inclined to assist you further. While spending money is not a strict requirement, it can certainly bolster your relationship with the staff and potentially lead to favorable outcomes. Moreover, sharing significant milestones in your life not only makes you more relatable, but also provides a sense of urgency for the staff to allocate the watch to you. Developing a connection with an accredited Rolex retailer requires patience, yet it can yield substantial advantages. Ultimately, establishing a strong rapport and giving them reasons to prioritize your request can significantly enhance your chances of securing the desired timepiece. Practice patience. Rolex produces a limited number of watches each year, while their popularity continues to soar. This creates a situation where there are more potential buyers than available watches. The key is patience and understanding that Rolex prioritizes long-term clients. Authorized dealers often prioritize customers they know and trust. By expressing interest in watches and making regular visits, you demonstrate your seriousness and commitment, increasing your chances of getting a call when a desired watch becomes available. Patience allows you to build a relationship with the AD and establish yourself as a serious buyer. This increases your chances of being offered a Rolex when the opportunity arises. Maintaining a cheerful outlook. So, when it comes to step 7, after waiting for around 6 to 12 months, you will receive a call or an email bearing good news or congratulations. They will invite you to come in because they have something for you. However, often they might offer you a different watch than the one you initially requested. This situation can be seen as a bit of a test. You have two options. You could either buy the offered watch, showing your genuine interest and financial capability, or you could decline it. Buying it might demonstrate your enthusiasm for watches but could also seem impulsive and contradict your previous preferences. Declining it might portray you as knowing exactly what you want, but it could also be perceived negatively, indicating potential financial constraints or not being the ideal client. In this scenario, we will opt to decline the offered watch since it is not what we are looking for. In your response, it is essential to express appreciation for the watch while politely explaining that it does not align with your style or preferences. Maintain a positive tone and leave the interaction on a good note, expressing openness to future opportunities. If all the preceding steps unfold smoothly, the next step would be receiving the watch you initially requested and showing gratitude for its acquisition. To sum up, it all boils down to being nice, as people are more inclined to sell to those they like, find friendly, and perceive as genuine. What are your thoughts on the practical tips on how to buy a Rolex that we shared today in this video? We would like to see your answers and opinions in the comments section. If you liked this video, we will be glad if you let us know that too. Do not forget to follow us and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Once again, this is the Luxury World, and we look forward to seeing you again in our future videos.